Welcome to my lounge. Come and vape with me. I've got something to say. I wanted to talk about being virtuous and this whole anti-smoking movement that we are persecuted by. Smokers are persecuted. It's because it's lovely to feel virtuous and righteous. And somebody pointed out that they didn't like sitting in other people's smoke. Well, that's fine. I don't mind that. And I don't mind not smoking outside, in pubs and venues like that. But it's turned into something more than simply a health movement away from second-hand smoke. It's turned into a righteous campaign. It's lovely to feel righteous. We all enjoy it. Gossip is feeling righteous. We criticize other people. We say, oh, well, no wonder she's in financial problems. Look how she spends. No wonder he had an affair with somebody else. Look how she dresses. She's most unattractive. And so, by judging, we feel better. We feel good. And nowadays, what has the general public, what have people got to feel righteous about? There's no religion anymore, virtually no religion. You cannot feel righteousness in your belief system because it's been dismantled. We have scientists now, and we believe the scientists. They lead, and what they say is what we must believe because it's all been proved by science. And so now we have persecution campaigns by the righteous against smokers, not just smoking and second-hand smoke, but being seen with a cigarette. Children mustn't see you smoking. I've just been to London and I stood in Grosvenor Gardens amidst the fumes from the traffic zipping round Grosvenor Gardens, and everything was grubby, and you got a sort of grubby London feeling, totally polluted by car exhausts and traffic and buses. When I got home to my place, I read in the paper that London City are thinking of banning smoking in parks in London. Well, I fell off my chair laughing, but it's very sad because that is persecution. That is not sense. Everybody's lungs are being assailed by awful exhaust fumes. Everything you touch is grubby. All the benches, even the plants, look exhausted because they're covered in pollution. And they want to pass a law to stop people smoking in open spaces in London. Well, I ask you, that isn't even sensible. It's ridiculous. You could fall about laughing if it wasn't so sad. Ash drives me crazy. They are the most righteous people, and it's not just about the health aspect of second-hand smoke. It's a full-on elimination of smoking as a hobby completely. That is what they want, the complete eradication of smoking or any dependence on nicotine, because they're also kicking vaping and electronic cigarettes in the teeth. For what? Who is using their brains? It's certainly not them. And the figures that they produce regularly about smoking and how smokers are costing so much, and even second-hand smoke diseases that are going into hospitals, it's all sucking it out of their thumbs. The figures are not right. We are being told lies about it. And people should wake up. It's happening to smokers, but I see it happening to fat people. Do you know, when I went to the doctor and he told me I was a diabetic, I was astonished. I'm not even fat. I'm a thin person. So this gobbledygook stuff about fat people and diabetes. Probably fat people are more prone to diabetes. But the obesity epidemic, the diabetes epidemic, the heart epidemic, and all these things in our lifetime, in my lifetime, have grown more, not less. And we're supposed to be these scientifically led, illuminated, enlightened people. Well, there's something we're missing. And it's something to do with what is around us, that actually science has created. The pollution, the electromagnetic wavelengths and frequencies. We live in an electromagnetic soup. And also how we produce our food, how we mass produce our food with chemicals and bleaching agents and all this stuff, how we make oils that are completely unnatural, and then we put them in food, and then we wonder why our bodies don't work properly. There's something very wrong about our modern world and the way we eat and the way we are being persecuted gradually. It starts gradually. It just starts by one self-righteous person saying, oh, that's not good. This is the reason. This is the reason. Fat makes cholesterol. Well, that's a load of rubbish. And it's been proved to be a load of rubbish. How many people were told that story all their lives? Salt gives you heart problems. Well, that's been proved to be rubbish too. So we just believe like little sheep, and we follow on paddling along behind the media who publish every report and every medical review that comes out, because everybody is fascinated by it. And so this week we can drink coffee, next week we can't drink coffee, last week we couldn't eat eggs, this week you can eat as many as you like. It's very confusing, but it's all promoted by self-righteousness, and self-righteous people and scientists and dietitians and our leaders who feel they know best for us. Well, I'm not a sheep, and I'm not following them, and I've got eyes and a brain, and I can see there's something very strange in our food chain, and we can blame science for that. And so I'm not pro-science at all. I think it's done us a great deal of harm, and if they can't sort it out and find out what the problem is, they should stop persecuting people, shut up, put their money where their mouth is, and scientifically find the causes for all our age-related conditions and various things that are affecting young people too. So be quiet, scientists. Do some proper research and criticize your own selves. That's my grumble for this morning. Thanks for joining me.